Welcome back to the channel. This is Altcoin Era and this is your boy Ahmed, and today we're going to look through the cryptoverse. There's a lot happening, there's so much alpha. Stay tuned, you're going to like it. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, comment, all of that good stuff. So without further ado, let's begin. This literally fell on my lap just now. Bitcoin tumbles below 60,000 US dollars as the US government moves 2 billion of Silk Road tokens. The government is the owner of about 12 billion worth of seized BTC, according to Accumulation. The US government moved 2 billion worth of seized BTC on Monday, literally right now, a few hours ago, tanking already retreating prices and sparking investor concerns of selling the assets just 2 days after presidential hopeful Donald Trump's promise to begin staking BTC. Arkham Intelligence has showed literally 2 hours ago BTC has moved 2 billion worth of BTC has moved literally 2 hours ago, therefore caused the price of BTC to tank. If I zoom in and show you on a better time scale, literally in the past hour, this is what happened. So literally 2 hours ago, it tanked and it's gone to this area inside this trend line. And remember about my price predictions. I did say this in my live stream. If you haven't watched it, here is the live stream. If Trump doesn't arrive, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to tell you beforehand. He's bringing a special guest apparently, but I think this is going to happen in, there's two scenarios, of course. The first scenario is, of course, break all-time highs. That's the obvious one, but it just feels like it's a buy the rumor, sell the news event. But we'll see. I think this is going to happen. I'm going for, let's say, percentages, 80% chance that we're probably going to go back into this parallel channel. We're going to probably hit this as support, and then we're going to carry on and break this channel parallel wedge once more. I think this is a fake out. Sorry, hold on. I think this right here is a fake out. You can tell by the candle, and plus it's a Sunday. There's not big money is not trading on a Sunday. And we might just see a massive candle and then we go back into this area once again. Just looking at historically the chart, this is a fake out, this is a fake out, almost a fake out, and we didn't even break this trend line here. So all of this is just fake outs after fake outs, and you can just tell that we're making higher lows every time. We made a higher low here, we made another higher low here, we made higher low after higher low after higher low. I haven't even shown you the RSI. The RSI is getting weaker and weaker. Bitcoin pulls back sharply after touching 70,000 US dollars. The price of Bitcoin still appears poised to close out July with a sizable gain after plummeting below 54,000 US dollars earlier in the month. This right here is the monthly chart of BTC. So what do you notice? Look very, very carefully, and what do you notice? Correct. It's a bull flag. BTC so far on the monthly is up 6%. From wick to wick, we're up a massive, I believe 20%, 31%. A huge gain for BTC. We're forming right now a bullish pennant. Here is a better illustration of what I mean. This is a bullish pennant, so we could see something like this, and then we can break out. In what becomes a familiar pattern over the past few months, a rally in BTC to a key level was met with a wave of selling as the price during Monday morning US hours quickly plunged more than 3% after pushing above 70,000 US dollars for the first time since early June. Traders will be familiar with this price pattern in 2024, which first manifested itself in mid-January when Bitcoin climbed to multi-year high of 47,000 US dollars after the spot ETF opened for trade. That move higher was reversed within minutes, and BTC days later had plummeted below 40,000 US dollars before the uptrend began anew. Later that month, a move to another record above 73,500 was snuffed out in quick fashion, and more than 4 months later, that level hasn't again been challenged. We do have bullish news, and the clock has ticked on BTC's post-halving surge 100 days after the latest halving. Today, July the 29th, marks the 100th day when BTC was cut from 6.25 BTC to 3.125 BTC. Data from the past halving shows bullish impact of a program code takes effect after 100 days. This is huge. The state of Michigan pension reported owning 6.6 million in BTC ETF. The SEC filings concur this. Here is the article, and if I scroll down, something even more bullish. It's called game theory. Google it. It's called game theory, and it's very, very interesting. It's used in mathematics, but it's also used in the real world. The mayor of Jersey said on social media platform X that he plans to make an allocation to the Bitcoin ETF. Not only cities and state pensions are going to buy BTC, but countries are going to buy BTC and Ethereum. Look at me very carefully. Look at me very carefully. Do you know the real reason why this is happening? They're not buying this because they're doing it for the betterment of civilization. No, because the US and the world is in trouble. We have massive debasement going on in the background, and people don't realize this. A lot of folks don't realize this. This is the US aggregate inflation rate, and its compound inflation rate since January 2020 has been a whopping 25%. Meaning, since January 2020, your purchasing power and your wealth have decreased by 25%. Let me repeat that again. Your wealth and your purchasing power has decreased by 25%. Forgive me for my artistic ability, but I'm going to show you something interesting. So imagine this chart right here. You have inflation right here. This is inflation right here. Sorry about my handwriting. And then you have time period. So at the bottom on the y-axis is the time period, and the x-axis is inflation. Now imagine this is from 2020, yeah? So from 2020, we're going to start. So this is 2020. This is what's really happening. 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. And this right here is what's really happening. So the government tells you that inflation is going down, but it's not. Inflation is just moving sideways, you see? But the real inflation is here. So they skew the numbers and they make you think that inflation is heading down. If you really want to find out the real nominal inflation, then it's aggregate inflation. It's at 25% for the US, and for many parts of the world, it's very, very similar. In the UK, it's probably 35 or higher, maybe 40% or higher. The point I'm trying to make is that your wealth and your purchasing power has gone down by 25%. Already, the average person is getting poorer and poorer and poorer every single year. Then finally, we get to the end of an empire or economy or a country. It's called the debt spiral. It happened in Weimar Republic. It happened in many, many countries. It's also happening right now in many developing countries. It's called a debt spiral. And that's when a country falls into major debt over time and they cannot pay back their debts. Interest payments on US national debt will shatter 1.1 trillion this year, eating 76% of all income taxes collected. 76% of income tax is paying for the debt. Not just the debt, just the principal. You're paying the principal and you're not even covering the debt. You're just paying the interest involved in the debt. Elon Musk tweeted just last week, and he quotes and says, Where are we with the dollar valuation? You might ask. So he's labeled, we are right here. We're just here, just at the precipice of hyperinflation. After that, we get hyperinflation, and then shortly after, we get a world war scenario. This happens in every single empire that we've seen in the past. The British Empire, the Spanish Empire, the Portuguese Empire, and also the US Empire. This happens every single time because humans always choose inflation over everything else. Here is the ETF for Ethereum. BlackRock owns the ticker symbol ETH. Fidelity owns the ticker symbol FETH, and so on and so forth. Grayscale has the largest selling pressure. A huge ETF banner has been installed in the heart of Wall Street. This is the New York Stock Exchange, and the ticker symbol is ETHW from Bitwise. Here is a better illustration of the ETFs. The largest holder so far is, of course, Grayscale, and they own 52.76%. This is the Grayscale Ethereum Trust, and they currently hold $10 billion of Ethereum, and they're planning to sell and offload their Ethereum to clients such as BlackRock and Vitality. Here is some alpha, and I always give you alpha. All of these are tradable information. I scour the internet and I find you tangible knowledge that you can use on your own journey, on your own crypto journey. Now, here is some alpha. We have a Fed rate cut within view. And who is the author of this article? It's an individual called Nick Timiraos. I can't pronounce his last name. I probably butchered it. Forgive me. But this individual is very, very important. The Fed utilize different individuals, and they go out and they make these articles to calm the markets. This happens often. This happens time and time again. It happened with Greenspan. It happened with so many different chairmen. He is one of their assets that they use to calm the markets down and to help telegraph what the chairman Powell is gonna do next. Nick is the chief economic correspondent for the Wall Street Journal and is based in Washington. He is responsible for covering the Fed Reserve and other major developments in the US economic policy. Crypto Watchlist for the week ahead. Number one, we have the FOMC meeting scheduled on July the 31st. Number two, we have Jupiter, and Jupiter proposes a reduction in its token supply by 30%, and it starts on Thursday. I have spoken about this time and time again, and as I predicted, Jupiter has skyrocketed. It's gone up. If you paid attention, then you would have definitely traded this. I spoke about this to my private members, and we made good gains so far. Here is Jupiter, and currently we're at $1.14, and we've gone up from the very bottom right here all the way to here. We've gone a massive 86%. I did mention Jupiter to my private members, and we made some good gains. If you're looking for some alpha in the space and you want to make some gains in the space, if this is your first cycle, second cycle, it doesn't matter. We go through a plethora of different coins and different opportunities, and we give you great alpha. Join our private members. We got the silver membership, gold, and the platinum. Number three, we have Wormhole, and there's going to be a token unlock on the 8th. And it's going to be a massive unlock worth almost 200 million unlocks during that period. This is 33% of the circulating supply. We're definitely going to short Wormhole. This is definitely bearish. And number five, we have P-Stake Finance. It's launching its BTC liquid staking solution on July the 29th. Number six, we got Route. Route Chain will go live on mainnet on July the 30th. Router is an interoperability solution. Number seven, we've got Eclipse, the first Ethereum layer 2 powered by Solana VM, and it's launching next week. This is all bullish news right here. Tradable alpha right here. And finally, we have Drift, and Drift is launching a prediction market on the Solana chain very, very soon. Here are the narratives in the past 10 days. A quick summary. We have the ETF and it started trading, but it looks very, very promising. Grayscale is dumping as usual. We're going to get a sell-off and then we're going to get a slow, methodical rise higher and higher. Number two, Sol ETH is close to its all-time high. Many Solana coins have been outperforming strongly. You have Jupiter, Jito, Pith, Ray, and Helium. These are doing really, really well. This is the Solana and Ethereum chart. It looks really, really bullish for Ethereum. It's about to break out. It's really about to break out. This looks very, very bullish. Honestly, it looks outstanding. We're hitting resistance. We've hit resistance 1. Let me just zoom in for you. We've hit resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 5 times. I would say that this is major, major resistance. We've broken out of this resistance and we're heading higher. We're in the middle of a bull cycle and Solana looks like this. Like, I cannot emphasize how good Solana is doing. If you don't hold Solana, what on earth are you doing? Like, seriously, like, it's the easiest play. Let's have a look at the Solana dominance. So the Solana dominance is currently at 3%. Okay, so it's at 3%. Imagine it gets to 10%. We've already broken out, ladies and gentlemen. So it's already breaking out. Look at the other dominance. Look at ADA dominance. It's right. It's making lower lows. Like, come on. And Solana is making higher highs in dominance, ladies and gentlemen. So there is a indication where we are for Solana. Now, Solana, imagine we get to 10% at the end of a bull cycle, 10%. That would mean Solana would be at around 800, 900, maybe $1,000 US. $1,000 US, ladies and gentlemen. At the top lies Ethereum and the bottom lies Solana. What do you notice? This is the monthly. What do you notice, ladies and gentlemen? It looks like a carbon copy of Ethereum, but Solana is one cycle behind. This cycle in Solana in 2021 is mimicking the same cycle of Ethereum in 2017/18. This cycle right now is mimicking the same cycle as Ethereum in 2021. Ordinals have been outperforming so far. You have Stacks, Rats, and Audi. Last but not least, we have a massive pump from Mal, and it's up 2x in the last 3 days. And also Mog and Bobcat are leading the chase. Bitcoin price targets currently at 67,384 cents. As you can see right here, we formed a high up here. We made a blow off top, followed by a lower high, another lower high, another lower high, and yet another lower high. All of this positive momentum, yet the price is not moving higher. We got massive inflows. We have massive good news from pro-crypto Trump. We even have Kamala Harris even being more pro-crypto. Yet the price is still heading lower. We're making lower highs after lower highs after lower highs. Right now is not the time when BTC is about to go parabolic, in my honest opinion. I know it's going higher, but not yet. I'm still sticking to my prediction. If this closes under this parallel channel, then we're probably going to head lower to 62,000. We may possibly enter the middle of the parallel channel and hit $61,122. Ethereum price targets currently at $3,311, and we're up 1.12%. As you can see here, it hit my trend line, and now we're heading over to this support. It needs to hold support and continue to go on further. We did predict this. I did say that we're initially going to see a sell the news. I did say this, and initially we're going to see a sell the news event. And we had a drawdown from the ETF launch Till there, we had a drawdown of 13%. I think the sell pressure is over. We might see another retest of this trend line, and then that's it. We're going to probably go higher and higher. My next resistance is at $3,531, followed by the massive resistance at $3,794.07. Solana price targets currently at $185.80. We were up massively, and then we had a huge wick, a huge amount of sell pressure stepped in. We were up a massive, from wick to wick, we were up a whopping 5.26%. We're about to close under this resistance. We need to break past this resistance right here. Once we break past resistance, then we can go to the next area, which is at $216. $216 marks a massive resistance. And then after, we can capture the previous all-time high. Only a few players in the large cap have broken all-time highs. Off the top of my head right now, Injective is a large cap and is broken all-time highs, previous all-time highs. Stacks is also a large cap and it's broken all-time highs. And then finally, Casper is also a large cap and broken all-time highs. Solana, BNB, and ETH are prime and ready to break previous all-time highs. XRP is currently at 60 cents and we're slightly up by 0.41%. And we've gone back to this trend line. This trend line has been notorious, folks. It's been notorious. Let me show you on the logarithmic chart. Okay, and let me make it bigger for you. It's just notorious. It keeps hitting this trend line constantly, again and again and again, so many times. So we're literally here, and we have to make a decision sooner rather than later. We have to find out what on earth is happening. We're going to soon find out regarding the ruling of the SEC. Once that is clarified and that's out of the way, XRP will have a monstrous parabolic green candle. Huge. Prepare yourselves for this, ladies and gentlemen. We have some honorable mentions, and the first honorable mention is SPEC. I did say to buy around here. So far, we're up a massive amount. Remember, this is a small cap, and we're up a whopping 100%. I did say I'm looking to buy here. Congratulations to my private members. We made some very good gains. All right, more honorable mentions. ENS. ENS is just above the resistance. It's formed it as support, and I'm very bullish on ENS. We've got the confirmation right here, and I think if I show you on the weekly, that's a weekly close. There you go. That's a weekly close so far above this trend line, and this is really bullish. Every time we've closed past the yellow brick road, we've had a massive uptick. From here to here, we had a 100% uptick. And again, from here to here, we had another 100%. And then we had a massive third wave of the Elliott wave. And we had a massive Elliott wave. And this was phase 3. And it was 781%. Followed again by another massive breakout of 300%. So let's see what happens next. It's going to be very interesting. I can see an inverse head and shoulders appearing, but we'll see what happens next. I'll keep you posted. Another honorable mention is POW, and POW looks like it's prime and ready to break this resistance. If it breaks this resistance, forms it as support, we can head up higher and further. Bobcat looks promising. Chart still looks decent. Honestly, meme coins still look decent. Another honorable mention is Melody, and Melody is really doing well in all of this commotion and chaos. Melody has done a 4x, ladies and gentlemen, a 4x. It's an NFT play. NFTs, in my opinion, are slowly recovering. We had a huge crash, and now I think we're on the road to recovery. This NFT was once worth 1.6 million US dollars. Guess how much is worth now? Just guess. Just guess. 400 US dollars. $400 for this right now. Hold up. Before I go, I got some news for you. I'm going to do a series, and this series is going to be how I turn $100 into 1 million US dollars. It's going to be a series, 10-part episodes. I'm going to let you know. Right now I'm working on it, and I'm going to document it slowly and let you know how it goes. The first episode should be out soon. I don't know when, but it's looking good so far. I'm going to keep you informed. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification. And if you like this stuff, go check out my other stuff up there. Peace.